أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Here we are again in Pakistan International School Taif's virtual learning system. Welcome you all students in our social study. Chapter number 7 is going on. First part of this chapter we have learned in the previous lecture, and today we are learning the second part of the chapter 7, main crops. It is continued from the page number 32. Here I am reading and you will follow from page number 32. Fruits. Other agriculture Other agricultural crops are fruits such as apples, apricots, pears, peaches, plums, mangoes, grapes, dates, guavas, and bananas. And citrus fruits such as oranges and grapefruits. Pakistan produces a large variety of high quality mangoes and oranges. These are rapidly growing in importance, as you can see in the facing chart. Dates, almonds, vegetables, and tobacco are also important crops in some parts of the country. Fruit is grown primarily in the western part of the country, which is often not suitable for many other kinds of agriculture. Fruit is steadily growing export crops, bringing in more than 7.3 million US dollars in a year. These are statistics of some Pakistan's more important agricultural crops. So these are the comparison in the year of 1961 to 2007. Different crops, we are comparing their products in 1000 tons. So look at this one. Wheat is produced in 1961 4,000 tons, but it is increased in 2007 21,715. Like as rice in 1961 it produces 872,000 tons, but it increased in 2007 5,563,000 tons. Maize 1,032,000 tons in 1961 and 3,313 in 2007. Like as the sugar in 1961 and comparison in 2007 is 55,000. In citrus 365,000 tons in 1961. In 2007 it increases 1,450,000 tons. Apple 12,000 tons in 1961 and 2007 it increases 346,000 tons. Like as apricots 13,000 tons in 1961 and in 2007 it increases 126,000 tons. Mangoes 400 tons in 1961, but it increased in 2007 1,750,000 tons. Like as Goa's 57,000 tons in 1961. It increases 525,000 tons in 2007. Study the table above. Why do you think the output of these crops has increased so much? So these are the reasons. Number one, is it because people in Pakistan are eating so much more? Are there more people? Are there more exports? These are the questions which from which we can understand very well. Why do you think the increase in fruit may be more important than an increase in the wheat, maize, or sugar? Here are some comparative figures for the agricultural products of the three main South Asian countries like as India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. So we will call them in a million tons. Rice in India, 80 million tons. In Pakistan, 4.3 million tons a year production. And in Bangladesh, 20 million tons production in a year. Wheat production in India is 65 million tons. Wheat production in Pakistan is 19 million tons and in a year, and in Bangladesh 1.5 million tons. Sugar, India produces 15 million tons in a year. Pakistan produces more than India 42 million tons. But in Bangladesh 7.45 million tons. Maize 9.5 million tons. India produces and Pakistan produces 1.5 million tons, and the Bangladesh figure is not given. Pulses 14 million tons, Pakistan 1 million tons, and Bangladesh 0.5 million tons in a year. Jute 1.2, but in Pakistan there is no figure is given. In Bangladesh 1 million ton produces. Tea 0.8 million tons in India. Pakistan, no figure is given. 0.55 million tons produces in Bangladesh. So these are the comparative figures for the agricultural products of the three main South Asian countries. Now we are talking about the livestock. Animals and poultry are an important part of agriculture in Pakistan. Buffaloes, oxen are generally used in countryside for pulling carts and ploughs. They provide the power for Pakistan wheel irrigation. They thresh the grain by trading on it. They are a source of meat and milk. Their skins are made into leather for shoes, sports equipment, and farming tools. Buffaloes prefer warmth, so they are usually found in valleys. Cows are hardier and are found almost everywhere. Camels. Camels are widely used in Sindh and adjoining areas of Balochistan and for transport. Sheep and goats are found almost everywhere, providing wool, skins, milk, and meat. Almost every home in the countryside has poultry, which costs little to feed and provides eggs and meat. 463,000 tons of poultry were eaten in 2006, as well as an amazing 9 billion 57 million plus eggs, including the one you had for breakfast. So this is the amazing figures which we are using in these poultry things. How much? It is 9 billion and 57 million plus eggs we are using in only for in breakfast. So we needed these things more, and much livestock are very important for our lives. So Pakistan is the fifth largest product of milk in the world. There are many dairy products now being made in the countries. Livestock farming is an important occupation in the bigger South Asian countries. India has very large number of heads of cattle, about as many as Australia, Argentina, and USA. Together, the majority of Indians is vegetarian, so livestock is reared mainly for dairy products and for wool from sheep and goats. Cooperative dairy farming in India has encouraged proper rearing of cows and buffaloes. The government also contribute effective to improve animal husbandry. Bullocks and camels, the latter in the western state of Rajasthan, are used as beasts of burden and for agriculture on smaller farms. In Nepal and Bhutan, mountain goats and sheep are also useful for their hardy wools, which is used for rugs and carpets. The skins of all these animals are also exported as well as used locally for leather products. In Bangladesh, as in India and Pakistan, cattle are bred both for use on the farms to pull ploughs and carts, and also for milk and meat. Goats are also bred for meat. The skins are used for leather products. The other important thing is fish. Fish are natural source of protein. Fishing as an occupation is common to all coastal regions of South Asia, and fish forms an important part of their diet. With improved fishing equipment like trawlers using huge nets, sea fish are becoming more and more scarce. Today, fish are being farmed like chickens in huge cages floating in the sea or in ponds on the land. Pakistan's total fish catch in 2005 was nearly 573,000 tons, but this is less than the figure of 2002. It was 655,000 tons because of illegal fishing by the other countries in Pakistan's water. Fishing is also an important occupation in coastal regions of India and Sri Lanka. So, boys, this is the end of the reading of chapter number 7. So, I think you have better understand. So, now we are solving the end of chapter questions and answers. So, here are, boys, the question number 1 and question number 2. So, as you know, if you can see on the page number 35, the question number 1 is find out more about the major crops wheat, rice, sugarcane, and cotton in Pakistan. So, This question number 1 is not important as the exam point of view, so students can research for further information and share it in class, friends only. Question number 2 is also not very important. The question number 2 says that what dishes or gram and pulses are used. So the question number 2, this question can generate a good class discussion only. So the question number 3 is more important and more important in the exam point of view. So you can write this question in your copies, note down this question in your copies and its answer. So question number 3 is, why is butter difficult to store and transport in hot weather? Find out more about dairy products. So find out more about, its answer is, find out more about the dairy products made in Pakistan. List the names of some companies that make dairy products. It is difficult to store and transport butter in hot weather because, so its answer is mostly it starts from here. It is difficult to store and transport butter in a hot weather because it melts and loses its freshness, and desi ghee, cream, skimmed milk, yogurt and cheese are also some kind of the dairy products in Pakistan. Halib, Hala and Milk Pack are the famous companies that make dairy products. So from this you can understand this. Why is the butter difficult to store and transport in hot weather? Find out more about the dairy products. So these are the dairy products which you can find out, and these are the different famous companies that make dairy products. Question number 4. In comparison to India, Pakistan produces and crop in a much larger quantity. What is this? What is the advantage Pakistan has in this regard? Pakistan produces 40 million tons of sugar, whereas India produces is a million tons of a sugar. Pakistan grows all the sugar needs for itself and still has enough left to export. So as in the previous tables we have learned that the Pakistan produces more sugar than India. So because of why Pakistan is able to export sugar and sugar products. So now we are doing the MCQs, and I am giving you some MCQs here, and you can solve these MCQs and send me back on my WhatsApp. So these are the 4 MCQs you can learn from your lesson or chapter number 7, and you can get its answer very easily. Number 1, this is for your homework assignment. Maize is mainly grown in dash food. It is animal food, human food, bird, or human and bird. So you can get its answer very easily from your big book and then send me back. Number 2, Pakistan produces about dash percent of all the world's cotton. So you can see, you can again read your book and then you get its answer. We can, question number 3, we can get cooking oil from cotton, cotton seed, mustard, cotton mustard seed, and dates. So what is the correct answer you can get? Number 4, dates are tough grains that require little water. Bajra, wheat, bajra and jawar and maize. So this is the end of the MCQs. You can learn it and get it on its answers and send me back on WhatsApp. So thank you very much, students. So this is end of our second lecture of our social studies chapter number 7, which is completed today. So wish you all the best and fi amanillah.